Hey, thanks for joining us here on the next training series, the next video. This one's very exciting. Education License Training Reimbursement Program. We abbreviate it as ELT. All this, of course, can be found on the Freedom Builder Info website as well. By the way, if you have not joined us on Facebook, we share all kinds of great stuff on Facebook. Freedom Builder is the group. Ask to join, and then your membership will be approved as part of our group. In here, by the way, there's news, announcements, events, photos, all sorts of great ways to connect, see what's happening there as well. And if you click on, by the way, files, there's a bunch of files in there as well. So another additional resource and a great way to connect with your team and other members and find out what's happening with our team and with Freedom Equity Group as well. So let me jump into Education License Training Reimbursement ELT program. $900 quickly in your pocket to reimburse you for expenses for getting licensed, etc. If you don't already have your notebook, go ahead and grab it. Take notes. What flows through you sticks to you. The licensing process, is probably one of the most maybe unfun parts, but get into it. Become a real student of the business. This is a real profession. Of course, the mark of a true profession is licensing. I like the fact that we're licensed because it requires background check and requires that folks have a minimum understanding of the rules, the laws, keeps everybody out of trouble. And if you think about what it takes to get a license in comparison to other professions, I had a friend of mine who's an electrician. It took him 5 years, series of multiple tests and examinations, fees and schooling and so on. Nowhere near and many other licensed professionals don't have. Quite frankly, this is one of the easiest, right? So get in the licensing process. Start that right away. You can start the class. If you do it online, Barbara Carty probably sent you an email with the information for getting a license, and about $60 the cost of the class and enroll and get that going, and then varies by state, but for instance in the state of Florida it's about another $200 for the state fees and so on. There's no Freedom Equity Group charges. These are all state or class charges, if you will. Okay, so start that right away. Following along on the same theme, of course, our system is Sprint, Fast Start, and VP promotion. And if you look a little deeper in here, you'll see that in the Fast Start is the ELT, or the $900. That's basically you come on board, complete the 5 simple steps that it takes to become a qualified associate. If you do that in the first 10 days, you get your Sprint award. In the first 30 days, you get your Fast Start award. And then once you have completed 3 Fast Starts on your team in any 30-day time frame, if you do it in the first 30 days, it's a Sprint, it's the Fast Start award and a promotion, but from 50 to 60%. But you can do it at any time. 3 qualified associates, and put $900 in your pocket with someone else doing all the work, all the heavy lifting, your trainer walking you through. And in this business, you're either a trainee or a trainor, right? Initially, you're a trainee, and then you become a trainor later on. And just to review quickly, the Sprint award rather is, you start the licensing process. We want to meet with the spouse. We have separate training and videos on all this other to get more detail on it. Complete your personal financial strategy, create an inventory for your business, and then 3 short field presentations. So you get your Sprint award and or become a qualified associate. Again, if you do it in the first 10 days, then your Sprint award, promoted, and in the President's Club. Huge incentive to get that done in the first 10 days, and do it in that order. You do 3 of those on your team, by the way, that's President's Club, and promoted to 50%, so you get a promotion there as well. It doesn't have to take 10 days. We have folks that are doing their Sprint award in 48 hours. So let's increase the let's increase the sense of urgency here. Get it done in a couple of days. That gives you plenty of time to get the fast start and fast track to VP as well. Start setting a winning tradition, right? So you do that with 3 people as qualified associates. They don't necessarily have to be sprint award winners, meaning doing it in 10 days, but you have 3 qualified associates and follow the rest. And I'm going to go through the rest of the checklist for ELT. It's promoted to 60%, right? So you've gotten your promotions are moving rapidly. There are folks that it doesn't have to take you 30 days to do that. There are folks that are doing this in the first 5, 7, 10 days as well. Okay, and then you're promoted again. So the education license training reimbursement form looks like this to the right. And I'm going to go through the sections and the blocks on it and blow it up a little bit and talk about it. Really pretty simple. Check the boxes, go through the list, get your promotions, get your $900, and away we go. By the way, that form needs to be signed by your name. You're the trainee, signed by you, your trainer, the trainer that's been assigned to you, and of course your vice president must sign off on it. So the Education License Training Reimbursement Program is available to FEG contracted agents with certain requirements that must be met first in order to be paid. And this agreement is between the new agent. The responsible training vice president is also on there, as well as the trainer. And we're going to go through each person's roles and responsibilities. But upon successful completion, you are paid a $900 training reimbursement coming from your trainer and or your vice president. Okay? Freedom Equity Group is not responsible for any of the amounts paid for the reimbursement. This is an internal team program. Requirements to complete: recruit 3 quality or qualified associates, QAs, right? They completed the first 5 steps that to whether they did it in the first 10 days to get sprint or not. Those 5 steps are still the same whether you're a qualified associate, just that if you do it in the first 10 days, then you get the sprint. Okay? Complete 3 field training sales, which if you did that with the first 3, that you're there. You observe, but you do not participate in any manner because you're not licensed yet. And note the minimum point requirement from the training sales is 7,500 points. I'm going to explain what that means in just a second. So just check the box, 1, 2, 3, and away we go. So it's your sale plus 3 more. So that's a total of 4 minimum, right? Complete all your state pre-licensing requirements, pass your exam, get appointed, and complete the FEG training orientation. That could be a live training that's being held in one of our local offices. That could also be the annual convention in Las Vegas, and also other orientation. Check with your VP what's available for that class to click off on that requirement. And then get appointed with our preferred carriers. Preferred carriers are American National, Anaco, Life of the Southwest, National Life, and American Equity. National Life is the parent company of LSW, and Anaco is an abbreviation for American National. Probably sounds all the same. After a while, you'll get the hang of it, right? Okay, so what does 7,500 points mean? Well, that's $7,500 in commissionable premium. And you'll see in some places CP is abbreviated as, commissionable premium is abbreviated as CP. And you might even see it as NCP. That means new commissionable premium. Okay, we love acronyms and initials and stuff like that, so get used to the jargon and the lingo, right? So let's get an example here. If a client, it should be client, misspelled typo there, sorry about that. If a client is depositing monthly $300 in an IUL, and the annual target, target is what we get paid commission on, and you'll learn what that means, target premium and so on. And $3,000, the commissionable premium in this case would be $3,000. So if you had 2.5 roughly sales like that, you would hit the $77,500. Okay. The second example is if we had an annuity sale, let's say it was a transfer from an IRA or 401k, $200,000 transfer or rollover, that pays approximately $12,000 commissionable premium to the field, and there you go. You're well over what you need to do. So it's really not tough to do that, especially with matched up with your trainer, with your vice president helping you and getting that sense of urgency. Getting the plane off the runway up to cruising speed is the goal here, as quick as possible, right? And then, of course, we need to know who those direct team members were, if they sprinted, and what the date was, and then sign off on the codes, okay? And here's some of the rules. If an associate other than the recruiting agent is designated as a trainer by the vice president is the one that controls this whole program, matches up with the trainer, monitors the program, may even be, in many cases, the trainer as well, right? Um, then we'll go through an example of how that works, not from the trainee's point of view, but from the trainer and the vice president's point of view. Who's responsible for what, okay? So if the recruiting agent is unlicensed, then the compensation will be shared with the next upline licensed agent. In other words, what are we doing here with the commissions as well as the $900 education license training reimbursement, and who's responsible for it? Okay, so here's the trainer's roles and responsibilities. The trainer will assist in setting up appointments and or meetings, will do all the presentations with the appropriate fact finders and disclosures. Remember, they're the ones licensed and the only one able to do that. Will complete all the proposals, assist in field building and recruiting the trainee's team. One of the reasons for that, of course, is the trainer rather, is now helping build that person's team, which of course creates more training sales and more opportunity. Everybody wins, right? Making a bigger pie. And will complete all the applications, deliver all the policies, basically responsible for all aspects of working with the client and helping build the team for the new agent. The trainer is responsible for the $900 to be paid to the new licensed agent. The trainer will earn 75% of the commission based on his or her level. The other 25% goes to the recruiting agent until the ELT has been paid and satisfied, right? So here's an example. The trainer is at a 60% contract. They earn 75% of the commission payout. This is during the ELT training period, right? So 60% of 7,500 equals 4,500, of which the trainer will earn $3,375. And if you're not getting all this, don't worry about it. It'll come in time. The trainee will assist in setting up and helping with the appointments and the meetings, will be present for the presentations and the appropriate fact finders, will observe but will not participate in any other way with working with the client, right? Because you can't do that. You're not licensed, so you can only observe field building, observe all deliveries, and the trainee receives the $900 reimbursement after full completion of the ELT. Okay? The recruiting agent will assist in providing support if needed, communicate with the trainer for progress reports, assist in field building, recruiting the trainee's team, will also be present at training meetings when possible, and the recruiting agent, if licensed and properly appointed, will receive 25% of the commissionable payout. So pretty good deal, right? You're turning over your new teammate to be trained, etc. They're getting the $900. You're getting a 25% share and or split in the deal. Not bad. Everybody wins. Okay, so here's an example. The recruiting agent is at 40% and licensed and appointed, right, and will earn 25% of the commission payout. So 40% of the 7,500 equals $3,000, of which the recruiting agent will get $750 and delivered back to you a team that's partially, if not totally, trained and up and running and so on. Sweet, sweet deal. The VP's roles and responsibilities ultimately is the VP that's responsible for all aspects of training and all aspects of the education license training reimbursement program for their team. Assigning, matching up, tracking progress, making sure that everything goes smoothly. In the event that the trainer does not fulfill their obligation, it's up to the VP to step in and complete it and make sure that it happens and happens correctly. The VP will be sure that the training is completed properly and that all reimbursements are made. Okay? So let's get ready to get started. Very, very simple. If you didn't get every little piece of it, you can go back to it, take notes, stop the video, pause it, reread it, etc. But it's really not that tough. So you want to get your sprint and become a qualified associate as quickly as possible. Get 3 more, $900 in your pocket. Now those folks will be handed off to trainers to help train them while you're getting your training up to speed. 30, 60 days later, you're now at the vice president level with a team and an override situation that is now self-replicating, duplicating. I tell you, it is a powerful, powerful program. So appreciate you checking out this video, and we will catch you on the next video.